Oh my god, why did I pause the music? Has there been no music this entire time? I think I accidentally paused the music. I apologize, guys. Okay, it's hot in here. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for the music to get paused. And you guys were sitting in silence while you waited for me. That's, disappointing. Sorry. My throat went sore. Okay. Oh, my throat. Okay. Sorry, I'm fixing some stuff that I did not fix before. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. I'm probably just gonna take this off because it is hot in this room. Oh my gosh, not that kind of streamer. Hello, Lawrence. Hello, The Lion King. Dude, The Lion King was my favorite childhood movie. Like, I think everyone has, like, a thing from your childhood that you get obsessed with, and mine was Lion King. Hello, Murderous McGee. Hello, Ghostoid. Ghostoid, you've become such a character in the chat that, like, every time I even read your name, I laugh a little bit, because I expect silly comments from you. Hello, Maggie. Hello, Frito. Hello, Chris. Time for my soul to be cleansed. Hello, Patrick the Scroll. We will be cleansing people's souls today. Ignore my chapped lips, guys. Hello, Eric. Hello, Shay. Hello. It's been a while since I visited. Has she moved out yet? No, it's still here. Still here. Yeah, still here. Let's all sue her. Patrick the Squirrel. No, don't say that. Frito! Frito! Thank you so much for the bits, Frito. Thank you. Bree got thumbs like an 80-year-old grandpa. Wait, who is Bree? Is someone watched the movie Obsession? No, I haven't. Shay, she's balding. Shay? Why would you say that? What prompts you to say such a heinous thing about my hair? Hi, Edith. Welcome in the chat. Hi, Cambry. Welcome in the chat. Yo, Carmaxlla, you look like a gal rubbing from the Big Brother Israel. What could that possibly mean? What do you mean by that? Rubbin for the Big Brother Israel? Rubbin? What could possibly be the meaning of that? I need a summary in the chat of what that comment could possibly entail. What is the meaning? Shams Simba would be jealous of that main Carm. Oh, you're so right. What if I name my child Carmaxlla but with a K? I don't like that at all. Yeah. Probably will grow up to be a serial killer if you do that. I want the Gooner hoodie so bad, but I'm broke. Murderous McGee, maybe I'll do a sale. I'll let you guys know when the sale is. Wait, it was supposed to get here today. Wait a minute. My samples were supposed to get here. This stream, in fact, this stream was supposed to be me unboxing it. My brother said, "Are you ready?" Oh my god, Penis is bringing me steak. Yes, I'm certainly ready. Yes, I'm always ready for steak. Oh god, I don't miss the screaming. Oh. Well, I will try to keep it down. I'm up here right now. I'm gonna try to take it down here. She is not pale. She has porcelain skin. Thank you for saying that. Because, like, you know what, guys? I've realized Obsession was really good ending. Had me traumatized. Bear is the biggest villain, bro. I hate him. I don't know what Obsession is, but is it a good movie, guys? Ah! Oh, good heavens! My suitcase. I have tripped and fallen by mistake. Oh no. Ah! For the board, anyone who donates $5 or more, that includes bits, or subscribes or gives subs, will go on the board. And if we get to 20 subs today, I will dress up as a seal. Then the seal will appear. Guys, do you notice something different about me? Do you notice something different? Okay, I need to actually do... Excuse me! Are you drawing something ladyboy? Guys, I'm not a ladyboy. Guys, I'm not a ladyboy. Guys, can you guys... I'm not a ladyboy! I know that you guys think that a lot. Well, the thing that you might not notice is I dyed my whole hair ash brown, which means there's no longer highlights. And it's a little bit darker. I went back to dark hair, Columbia Carm. I've returned. I've emerged. I actually have never had a mental breakdown so bad that I like dyed my hair and changed it. Not that it was like a huge change at all, but like getting rid of my $300 highlights, that was pretty big for me. And I did it. Keep it dark. Thank you, Kyla. Thank you so much. Wait, you do look better than usual. I don't know why. Then it probably is because of my hair. Yes, it's probably my hair. Yeah, you guys probably didn't see that one coming. I went from a little bit dark to a little bit more dark. Colin, you've been following me for 2 years? 9 months? Colin, you're like an OG. What the heck? Why don't I recognize your name? I feel horrible. I'm so sorry. You should get face tats and rob people. That is a potential path. Hold on. My brother has a gift for me. I have to run down and grab it and run back up ASAP. Hold on, guys. Hold on. 1 second. Oh, guys. To make sure the door is locked because I need some privacy with this plate of food. Okay. Guys. Oh, my brother is a really, really good cook. Like, really good. He's only like 16, but he's... Look at this. He made me potatoes and steak. And the steak that he makes is better than anything I've ever had at a restaurant, ever. And I'm talking about, I've been to Fogo de Chao. Nothing has ever beat the steak that my brother makes. I need some privacy with this meal. I don't think even you guys should be watching. Oh my god. This is my first meal of the day. Oh my god. Oh my god. Text him thanks. Okay, I will. Dude, I wish I wasn't eating this on stream. I actually feel like I need like legitimate privacy. Oh my god. Oh. Wow. Hold on, guys. I need to chew for a second. Oh my god. Sorry, I was chewing. I'm gonna eat this as fast as possible. Congregate among yourselves in the chat while I wolf my food down. I'm gonna eat fast so that I can... It's only a little bit. Oh my god. Genuinely, this is what makes me... It's this kind of food that makes me realize, like, life is so much more living than we even thought. It's so much more worth living. Like, Yesterday I may have not felt that way. It may have felt kind of like life was like kind of pointless. Well, today life is pointful. My life has a lot of points to it. Blacklight District. Blacklight, your comment did really well on my Instagram. Thank you so much for subscribing, Mr. Blacklight. Thank you so much for subscribing. Oh my god, how have you been, Blacklight? I haven't seen you in chat very often. But I see you glazing me in Discord though. Much appreciated. I need you to keep doing that as much as possible. In fact, maybe I should just pay you to glaze me. If I was like mega rich, I would pay someone to just tell me that I look like Angelina Jolie every day. Two, 4, 2. Blacklight, I'm gonna reach out to you soon about giving you a free trial on my passes. A free trial. I meant to say a free month. Thank you so much, Blacklight District. I owe you a free month. And I haven't forgotten. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Blacklight. Beats being... Cow had to die for that steak. Yeah. It's really sad. You kind of look like Kristen Ritter if she had a baby with Smeagol from Lord of the Rings. Wow, that was loaded. That was a loaded comment. I could agree. I agree, actually. Fully. Because I look at myself now in the reflection, and sometimes I see a little bit of Kristen Ritter, and then sometimes I see Golem's eyes. His beady eyes. And once my grandma told me that I look like Golem. And once a boy I met at the bar told me that I look like Jane from Breaking Bad. So, there's duality to how I look. One of my friends told me recently, she's like, Carmaxlla, sometimes... That sounds like peeing, but it's not. She's like, sometimes you look like the most beautiful girl that I know, and then sometimes you look like a worm. And then I had another friend tell me, Carmaxlla, sometimes you look like Michael Jackson, and sometimes you look like Margot Robbie. Sometimes, Carmaxlla, you make me want to jizz my pants, and sometimes you make me want to vomit. That's what he said to me. There's duality to my looks. I don't know why. I can look like these two things at once. I don't know how it's possible. I really don't. Oh. She's looks maxing, but the look she's going for is the wrong one 50% of the time. I think I really need to like focus on looks maxing lately. I think you're right about that. I haven't been looks maxing lately. I've actually been looks surviving. Like not trying to improve. I'm just like desperately trying not to be like ugly. So I need to like, you know, looks max a little bit. I think you're really brave for streaming with your condition. What condition are you referring to? Oh god, these potatoes. This steak, so buttery, so juicy. Oh my god. Mmm. You so handsome, cuh. Guys, am I a handsome girl? Am I a handsome girl? Guys, am I a handsome woman? Guys, I'm so happy my black hair is back and it's not like red highlights anymore. I was really halfway about to go back to blonde, and then I was like, what am I doing? Guys, I couldn't even go back. Blonde is a lot, guys. It's a lot. You guys aren't gonna believe. Jasmine has gone brunette. Jasmine got my same haircut and hair color, basically. Except she got the same hair color that I originally got. When I started going dark, but now my hair basically looks black because I just keep layering the dye, which is so bad because my hairstylist was like, you have so much dye on your head, it will be impossible to ever lift this. This is too good, guys. I'm almost done. I'm so close to finish eating this. Oh my god, it's got a nice gloss to it. Right? I think that when you dye your hair, it makes your hair shinier for the next 2 weeks. It has like a gloss effect. Carmaxlla, you're the most handsome elf I've ever seen. Also the only elf I've ever seen. Well, I hope that if you meet other elves that I'm still the most handsome one. Your bangs have more volume than my whole scalp, I'm telling you. I will say the way that my bangs have volume is a lot of times when we cut our own bangs at home, we just go straight across. When in reality, we need to like... don't take my advice necessarily because this is my amateur emo self, but you need, in order to give it volume, you need to give it layers so that like, there's actually a video tutorial on this that's really good. Gosh, I don't want to expose my forehead. Okay, but it's a video tutorial where you take the length of your forehead or like where you want your bangs to lay. You hold this up. So like say it's like I want my bangs 3 fingers long. You twist it and then you pull it like back. This is a horrible tutorial. You should just look it up yourself. Oh my god, you guys do not need to see my forehead. Like, okay, whatever. And then you're like, okay, 3 fingers long or 4, I don't know, and you just cut it at there. And then it will fall down. Okay, you guys don't, okay. Just expose myself for this tutorial. And then it will fall down and it will still be 3 fingers long. But, no, you don't measure it there. Yeah, whatever. The point is, it'll still be 3 fingers long, but the hair up here is now, like, cut. So that's a horrible tutorial, but you should look it up on TikTok. And it will give you layers, and it will give your bangs so much more volume. And then you're not gonna, be having flat bangs. You'll have voluptuous bangs. Let me see you before on TikTok. Was I sleeping or talking about my worms in it? Was that where you saw me? She measured her forehead with 3 fingers instead of 5 to trick us into thinking she does not have a 5 head. I also measured from my widow's peak as opposed to like my male pattern baldness shaped forehead. I have like half of my forehead is like, one is like 4 fingers, one is 5 fingers, and one is like 6 fingers. I've also seen you on TikTok. Welcome to chat, Lobster Lover. And also welcome to chat, Atomic Hedgehog. Girls that sleep with their eyes open are hot. I do that. I do sleep with my eyes open. Answer me. Why large forehead? Is it uncomfortable? It's not comfortable to have so much weight over the, eyes like that. My eyebrows are quite weighed down from all of the weight on top of them. No, it's not that easy having a forehead as large as mine. And it's a lot of invisible weight to carry, because people don't know that I carry such a burden until it's a windy day and my bangs are pulled back. Okay, I have a few more bites of steak left. I just muted myself for anybody who has a distaste for listening to people chew. Um. Oh god, I gotta correct my. Ugh. Ugh. I need water. That was a salty meal, guys. I need some water. If Carmaxlla ever looks up the hairlines of supermodel, she'll never worry about her forehead again. Oh my god, Blacklight! I saw that you said that in the Discord, and I felt so good about myself. You made me feel so much better. Wow, Blacklight, Blacklight was in the Discord talking about, oh my god, your forehead is like European supermodels or something like that. And I mean, whether that's true or not, I'll choose to believe it. Now I'm so thirsty. I'm so thirsty. Oh god, I'm so thirsty. Guys, I think I need to go downstairs and get some water. I need some water. I need water, guys. I need water so bad. I need water. Okay, I'm gonna go get some water. BRB, guys. 1 second. gosh. I had a career-ending cortisol spike. Because I was, oh god. I was bringing my water upstairs, and then suddenly, I spilled it all over myself. I spilled the water all over myself, and now I'm freezing cold. I feel like I just plunged into an ice bath. Wow. My bangs are doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing today. Incredible. Okay. Oh. I can't believe she did a wardrobe change during the transition. I'm not allowed to wear crop tops. Okay, wow. When you look like that, it reminds me of local legend from my area. Please stop this. Local legend. I can't believe she did. Oh, wait, I already read that. Okay. Let's get into it. The Canada trip. Momo face. I'm somewhat of Momo. Much strong. Nah, I need to work out. Anyways, the Canada trip. Guys, how was Canada? I did not go. I was supposed to leave at 5 a.m. this morning. And I had the weirdest, most odd experience. And I might be mentally ill. Maybe. I thought that to myself. Because let me tell you what happened. So, like, leading up to this trip, I was supposed to go. I had planned this out for the past month that I was going to go on this trip with my friends. It was actually paid for. Like, I mean, I was already obviously going to have to, like, split the gas with my friends and stuff and food and all that. But, like, the Airbnb was paid for, like, and I would have been with my friends, and I love my friends. Guys, I feel so strongly about this now, how important the power of friendship is, because you guys gotta soak this message in. Hear me. They need to preach this at churches. Hear me when I say, oh my god, my shoulders look amazing. Okay. Sorry guys, I was... Anyways. What I was gonna say was having friends and, like, having, like, a genuine friend group. It will make all the other problems feel less bad. Because it's like, oh, like, you know, if this bad thing happens or this bad thing happens, like, I always have my friends. And obviously, like, you know, you have multiple different friend groups to, like, say, like, well, at least, like, 2 friend groups, like, and then your other friends outside of that. So that, like, you have a support system. It's so important. It's so important, guys, the power of friendship. I was always, like, a little isolated homeschool kid with barely any friends, and so I was always like, I don't need that many friends. Like, I mean, I wanted friends, but I was like, I'm okay on my own. But then I'm like, no, I love my friends too. Anyways, guys, I was gonna tell you what's after the name on the board, or do I get a curse on me? Well, after the name on the board, you basically have your name on the board. That is essentially the deal. And yeah, so, I mean, that's the deal. Anyways, welcome to chat, Trumped, and Itchy, and Real Andrew, and Durned. Anyways, this friend needs to go to sleep. We'll watch the stream tomorrow. Love your hair and have a good stream. Thank you, Blacklight. Have a good night tonight. Sorry I've been streaming so late. So anyways, guys, so, I was excited to go on this trip with my friends. I was gonna go see Misha. My lovely wife, Misha. I love her. I love her so much. Guys, Misha's my angel friend, who's an angel. And I miss her so much. And I miss her. And I was gonna go see her in Canada. And I didn't go. Because about 2 days leading up to this trip, I started to get like this bad feeling like I don't think I should go. I think I should stay home. And then I was like, no, I'll decide tomorrow. And then tomorrow came. And then it was like, I'll decide after my shower. And then my shower came and I was like, I haven't decided. And I was like heavily leaning towards no. But if I said, okay, I'm not going, then I got really sad, like FOMO. And like, I couldn't figure out what this was. Like, I still don't know. But I've had anxiety about going on trips before. Obviously, I've had anxiety going on planes before. I'm scared of planes now. I've had anxiety like doing any of these things, but I still do it. And I've always been able to differentiate like intuition versus anxiety. Whereas like, oh, am I afraid of doing this because I have an actual bad gut feeling, like my intuition is telling me? Or am I afraid of doing it because I'm expanding outside of my comfort zone and my brain is trying to protect me by telling me not to do it because I'm going outside of my comfort zone, basically? And that way, you actually have to, like, just not stay in your comfort zone. Like, if I'd stayed in my comfort zone, I would not have discovered my favorite place in the world, aka Colombia. And I've never, like, had such bad anxiety about... I mean, not such bad anxiety. I've had horrible anxiety. Like, I'm so scared to get on this plane. I'm so scared to get on this plane. But then I'll be like, okay, but wait, what does my intuition tell me? That I'm supposed to go on the plane. Like, I'll be fine. But this time, I was like, what does my intuition tell me? And my intuition just kept saying, no, 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 no. So bad that every time when I was like, okay, I'm going to go. My decision is that I'm going to go to Canada. Every single time, I was like, oh, my dog. I used to have a dog who was a very anxious German Shepherd female. And whenever she didn't want to go somewhere, she would freeze up and put her paws in front of her, crawl all the way to the ground, and you could pull her all you want. She was using her entire being, all of the strength that she could conjure to not move. Like, if she was afraid of going across like a bridge, like on a walk, and you would have to like scrape her across the bridge because she would just freeze up and put her paws out and you couldn't move her. She was immovable. And every time I was like, I'm gonna go, it felt like that's what my body was doing. And I literally I was like, I can't move, and then it came like 5 hours, no, 3 hours before we were gonna leave, and I was completely packed, and I was like, okay, no, I'm going, and then I disassociated so bad after just making that decision, and it wasn't like anxiety, like I wasn't like, oh, I'm so scared, my anxiety came from the fact that I wasn't making a decision, but it was like I had such a bad like gut feeling about going, that like my entire body, whenever I thought about been like, okay, I'm gonna go, all of a sudden my hips would start hurting and my body would start hurting, and I thought I was gonna break out in hives, because every time I thought that I was gonna go, I was like, okay, I made the decision, I'm going. All of a sudden my body would hurt, and I was like, no, don't go, and it was like this like gut feeling, and it wasn't like anxiety, because like, and the difference between intuition and anxiety is like, intuition is quiet, anxiety is loud, kind of. So you kind of have to quiet your anxiety in order to listen to your intuition. And most of the time, it's like your intuition is like, you're fine. It's just anxiety. And I've become really good at deciphering that. Excuse me. Deciphering that. But this time, I just had such a horrible feeling in my gut. And I've never really had it this bad before. Like, ever. And so anyways, it was 3 hours before the trip, I started like disassociating, and I started getting like a psychosis level panic attack. And I say psychosis because one of like the marker, not saying I have a real psychosis, but it was like, when you have psychosis, basically you think that everything is like connected, everything has like more meaning, everything like I don't know how to explain it. It's like nothing is different than anything, like everything is kind of working together to send you like one certain message. Like people will go into psychosis and think that they're like dating a celebrity, and then they think that every synchronicity that happens is like proof or confirmation that like that celebrity is like trying to contact them, or like, I don't know. I'm not saying that's what happened to me, but I was like, I started getting so panicked. I was like, I'm gonna die. Like, I felt like I was gonna die. Okay, then here's when I started getting really anxious. I was like, I started to have like almost like a full body like panic attack. I was like I started to convince myself I was gonna die, and I was like, and then like anything that happened, like the radio randomly turned on at full volume in my car, and I was like, oh, is that confirmation I'm gonna die? Like it was so mentally disastrous. I was like, oh my god. Though you guys know what it felt like? It felt like when I've had a bad trip. That one time I had a bad trip on edibles, and I was like, oh my god. And it was and where I was in my car. Martin left his passport at a different location, so we had to drive at 2:30 a.m. To get his passport and back to where we were sleeping. And we were doing that, and during the drive I like, it literally felt like I was on an edible, like, and tripping out. I was like, oh my god, guys. I was like, oh my god, I can't go, what if I'm gonna die? I think I'm gonna die. And I was like, oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna die. And then these weird things just started happening. Like, this mom and her children foxes came out in front of my car, and we almost hit them. And then there was just this random black dog, someone's pet black dog, in the middle of the road. And then there was like, what else was there? There was a bunch of like weird like things that kept happening. And I was like, what is going on? And then this huge like semi on like a normal road that like semis normally are not on, just like was speeding past us. And I was like, oh, like cutting it up. Like this semi was cutting it up on like a small little road. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, please stop. And I was like, I just kind of like sat there and birded out for a second like this for like an hour. And then finally I told Martin, I was like, Martin, I cannot go. I have such a bad gut feeling about going. I don't know what it is, like, but I feel like I literally cannot go. And I literally like didn't make the decision until like we walked out. We were walking out the door with our suitcases, and then I decided then and there, as we were all 5 or 6 of us were walking out the door, that's when I was like, guys, I can't go. I'm so sorry. And I was disappointing like 7 people here. I felt so bad. And I let everyone down, but I was so freaked out. I don't know what happened here, but I've been so anxious to go on trips before, and I still did it because it's like, again, guys, I can seriously decipher, like, hold on, I have an itch. Okay. Was that a scabies? I don't know. But like this didn't feel normal. I was just like, ugh. And you know what I think it is? Like, I don't think it's that serious. I don't think it's like, oh, I would have died, or I would have gotten like kidnapped if I went to Canada. I don't think it was even that serious. I mean, maybe maybe in this point. But what I think it could have been was like, I've been super burnt out lately. I don't know if you guys saw my last stream, but I was like, I look like I just crawled out of the grave, and I kept saying that the entire stream. I'm like, I feel like I've died and been revived in a singular night. But I have been so burnt out lately and pushing myself so hard lately that that I think this trip would have pushed me over the edge a little bit. I genuinely think, like, if I had gone on this trip, I think that and when I get pushed over the edge, by the way, and when I, like, get, like, burnt out, you know what happens to me specifically? I get, like, some kind of health issue. Like, I will get sick, or I'll, like, get some kind of pain that doesn't go away for forever. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. I'm like a somatic person. Some people, when they go through trauma, they get like a mental illness or like some like mental problem. I'll get like a physical problem. Like if something traumatic happens or something stressful, I'll get like a physical issue, like a pinched nerve or something. Like when I'm going through like financial stress, my back will hurt so bad. Anyways, are the Canadians as dangerous as they say? Is that what they say about Canadians? It's called psychosomatic. Yeah. That's it. So, there's also, like, I've told you guys about my syncope issue, which is kind of, it's like a seizure. It's not. But it's like a seizure where you, like, seize out and stuff, and it's super crazy. And I've gone to the hospital before. But I've gotten, that when I'm, like, extremely stressed out. Like, something very specifically, stressful. And then I'll get, like, basically a seizure. It's not a seizure. It's like where the blood rushes out of your head so fast your body thinks it died, and then you go. Anyways, the point is, I'm like a head rush. No, it's like the blood actually goes out of your brain. Like there's like oh, I feel faint because I stood up so fast, and then there's like syncope. Hold on, let me read a definition. Syncope definition. Syncope. It's like a medical term for passing out or fainting. Oh, it's talking about fainting. Well, what the hell? Well, the type that I get is like, let me look up syncope seizure. Oh, it's actually syncope seizure. It's actually a thing. It's not an epileptic seizure, but it's a temporary loss of consciousness. Sorry, I'm reading it. Anyways, but my point is, maybe my intuition was telling me not to go because, wow, this piece of hair is so long. What the heck? Because, like, if I push myself to go on this, like, 4-day trip, I'm like, maybe I would have, like, developed a new version of my painful bladder syndrome. Like, what would the next thing be? Scabies? Bladder? Also, when I, like, was about to leave, I started getting, like, the pinched nerve came back a little bit, and both my arms started hurting, and I'm like, am I this stressed that my pinched nerve is coming back? I don't even know. But I just could not go on this trip. What if I got hentavirus? Oh my god. Hentavirus. It's like those goats that fall over when you scare them. That's basically me. Just found your stream because of watching Brittany Venti and Chrissy Mayer within an old video where you went, while Chrissy Mayer talking about cleaning up pee bottles. Oh my god, I remember being on that and everyone left the show. Mostly because of me. Like, 3 people left because I kept making inappropriate jokes about pee. And they had like a news anchor lady on, and she's like, I didn't think that I'd join this stream. When I joined this stream, like, there was like half political people on there, and like, I thought it was just like a silly thing. Where, like, from my perspective, I thought that it was gonna be like, oh, they're having silly people on to talk about silly topics, and then I got on and it was like, there were some silly people, but there was like mostly like serious people thinking like they were like going on a podcast to like talk about the political and economic state of the world. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. Like, and I didn't really realize. I thought it was like all a joke. Mind you, the news anchor lady, she was like smoking weed. And then she was like, I don't want my like manager to see me on a podcast with her because she like this is something like, I don't know, not appropriate. I was making jokes about pee and you're smoking weed. I don't even know what to tell you. And then she like left. I like walked her off. I walked someone off a podcast like an ass 4 years ago. Those were jokes about pee. I thought it was a punchline. I don't know which one you watched, because I may have joked about pee quite a bit. Maybe that was a reoccurring topic for me to joke about. Like now, for example, my reoccurring joke is that. My reoccurring joke that I'm not supposed to be joking about anymore is Coke. Because there's so much of the topic of Coke. There's so much you could joke about. But, you know, it's not brand friendly, and I may be, like, not able to get sponsorships because I joked too much about that and posted the clips. And those clips got a lot of views and did really well, and then I had to remove them so that brands didn't do a background check on me and see me joking about drugs, which, you know what? I guess you can't joke about Coke anymore. What are you, sponsored by Pepsi? 10 out of 10 joke. Good job. Not wrestling. Do you believe in spirit guides / angels? I kind of do. I do. In a way, yeah. I do believe in that. Guys, I checked my front. You know what my merch, my samples that I bought for my merch. I checked what it said it would get here. It said it was gonna get here today. I checked my porch, my front porch. There's not a single package. Can we talk about that? Why are we lying? So, when are the samples gonna get here? They're not here. This is unacceptable. What is this long hair? Actually, why is it like sticking out? I didn't hear why you can't talk about the sponsorship. What was that? Cocaine. You cannot talk about cocaine. I like the Coke jokes, that's why I started following on Instagram. Thank you, Alex! Well, I hope you enjoyed them while they lasted. I might bring them back, because it's like, whatever. Do you like deer steaks? I just got a pic the other day. I could send you some meat. Please make sure that it is deer meat. And not a play on words, and it will be a penis, but more so deer that has been butchered into steaks. I love deer steaks because when I was a kid, during like the famine of 2008, where no one could afford food, my dad's friend went hunting and gave us half of a buck, and it lasted us the entire winter. So shout out to that deer. Shout out to that deer. Who sacrificed himself. Well, unwillingly, I guess, but, you know, heartwarming. You ever went hunting? I've never been hunting. When I was growing up, I grew up in, like, the mountains. So, everyone that I knew hunted. But I was a little bit of a animal girl. Not enough to, like, I was like, yay! Like, if there was, like, deer meat being served to me, I love deer meat. I just hated, like, the idea of hunting. Because a lot of the people I knew, they would just go kill all the squirrels and then, like, just leave them there. Or, like, they would just, like, to kill the animals and do nothing with it. Or, like kind of like trophy hunting. So I felt so bad for them, and I was not, like, I was an animal girl my whole life. So, but not enough to stop eating meat. In the future, I agree with vegans, guys. I agree with them. I eat meat, and I love meat, and I am like a huge like meat girl. Didn't have to say it like that. Okay. But at the end of the day, like, I think that the way that the meat industry treats animals is horrible. Like, if I knew that the animals that I was eating were treated well before they were killed, I would feel so much better about eating it. Now I just feel sad and depressed. I'll still eat it, but I just feel horrible about it. And the eggs that I eat. I think vegans are so right about that, and I think that it's partially like a psyop of like the meat industry to make it like a cringy vegan thing to like advocate for the animals being like tortured and like treated horribly in the factories. Like, meat consumption, I don't think it's bad. I think it's perfect. It's the way of life to consume the animals. But guys, I think it's so messed up by how the meat industry treats the animals. In the future, my dream when I'm old, is to own cows and stuff that I can like raise myself and treat them really, really well, and then eat them and drink their milk and stuff, but still treat them really, really well until they die. That's like my dream. I do love butchering a little bit because I've never done it before, but I watch a lot of butcher content. Very interesting stuff. I think I'm confident in my ability that I would be able to butcher a fish. I don't know. I would have to actually like be an apprentice or something to a real butcher. On my old TikTok account, I had like a butcher TikToker follow me back, and I was so happy. I was like, maybe one day I could go see him. Guys, wouldn't that be a cool like Twitch stream? Like, I go and like butcher a cow. Like, butcher, not like kill the cow, but like, you know, cut up the meat and like make it educational on how to cut up your meat. That would be like a really fun stream, right? This is the first 2 minutes of the stream. I'm already scared of you. Oh no, you came into such a bad spot. I just sound like a serial killer right now. I want to see Carm kill the cow too. No, I don't know if I would be able to kill a cow. We did it. It's nice for that here. Fields for hay enough for winter. You did it, John Wilson? Nah, maybe a fish, lol. I can start with the fish. Ooh. What if I did a fishing stream? I need to write this down. Oh my god. Do a fishing stream and butcher the fish. And eat it? I wonder if I can find like a local fisher guy. A fishing stream? She has ended the cow with her bare hands. I don't disagree with the practices in harsh. I don't agree with the practices in harsh environment of that these animals present. Yet we have to eat. Yeah, exactly. I think that there's so many better ways to treat the animals. I don't know if you guys have seen all the videos like exposing the factories that the animals are in, but it's like so sad. I think that like once it's like very focused on like revenue, and you're just like solely focused on making money and you don't care about the animals, and you just like see the animals as like you know, items and assets, and you don't see them as like living beings, and you're like, we can treat them however we want. Like if it costs us less money to like pump them full of, if we're gonna make more money if we pump them full of a bunch of like harmful hormones, or like, I don't know, and have them in horrible small cramped environments and whatever, I don't even know. And we just like hire anybody, like not even caring if like they're like hurting the animals or not. Like we're just like focused on the money. We don't really care about like the beings, the living creatures. I think that once it gets to that point, once like a lot of these places are only caring about the money of it, and then they like forget that they're actually real creatures. And it's also sad separating baby cows from their mom, but you have to do it. At the same time, there's a more humane way to do it. There's no 100% humane way to get milk. You know why? Because the baby has to be separated from its mom. But then I'm like, why don't they just put a muzzle on the baby or something? Like, why don't they just put a muzzle on the baby? I've always thought of that. Because, like, when I, in the farm that I used to live in, we tried to do it they did it, like, as humane as possible. They literally had, like, the mom and the baby only separated for, like, 12 hours before we needed to milk the mom. And it was really sad. Like, it was, like, so distressful for the baby and the mom, even though they could basically touch each other. Because there was only, like, a small fence between them, but it was so, like, tragic for them and so distressing to be separated like that. But I'm like, can't they just, like, put a muzzle so that they could, like, physically be together? I don't know.
Surprise.
Alan David Corey, thank you for the bits. All you said was surprise. Alan David Corey, thank you for gifting us some to Alex. Thank you so much, Alan David Corey. This was certainly a surprise. Thank you so much, Alan David Corey. Thank you. Your camera's out of focus. I know, my camera is just weird. I haven't figured it out. I'm yet to figure this out. Your mom tried that with you, hence the jaw. You know what, Briscoe? You know. That snort kind of hurt my throat. What if the business wasn't for money, but it was specifically to kill animals? Would that be worse? Dude, that would be terrible. Like yeah, the money is just a cover for, like, our actual desire to murder. The interesting thing is that the emotional abuse to the animal correlates into the meat properties. That's what I believe, Nicolas Cage. That's what I believe. I've heard vegans say this, and people troll them so much. I'm like a vegan defender here today. I'm like defending vegans after my entire bowl of steak I just ate. Hey guys, let me tell you why vegans are right after I just consumed steak like a wild animal on stream. I believe this. A lot of people don't, because it's kind of like a spiritual thing, but I believe that if the animal is, like, having horrible emotions before it dies, that, like, is, or, like, throughout its life, it's gonna, like, transfer into the meat, and then you get it. And people will, like, eat meat, and they're like, I don't know why I'm, like, so anxious, and, like, I don't know where all of this anxiety, and, like, I believe when vegans say that. Like, I've heard so many vegans say that, and I believe it. Where it's like, dude, if you, like, beat a cow, and you scare it and terrify it and give it a horrible life, and you're, like, just treating it horribly. Like, I saw a video of like, you know what?
Your camera is better when it's out of focus.
Oh, Alan McCoy. That wasn't a very nice thing to say. Have you ever heard, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all? Have you ever heard of that? Thank you so much, Alan David Corey. Sorry, the chat is making me laugh before I can read it. But yeah, I believe, like, if the animal has all these bad emotions, like, where does that go to? It's not going nowhere. When I have bad emotions, I feel it in my body. I'll start, like, if I'm stressed out, I'll have muscle spasms, and I'll, like, start getting pain in different areas of my body when I'm stressed out. Like, I believe that there's some kind of, like, energetic, spiritual transfer of, like, whatever that animal was feeling into you. I believe that. It doesn't stop me from eating meat, but I do believe that. Like, I saw a video from one of these factories where it was, like, they were removing the horns of a bull. Like, and the bull was, like, struggling and trying to get away and, like, clearly in so much pain because it's painful to remove that. They were just, like, removing it with, like, hot, like, I don't know. It was, like, a hot knife. I don't know. And removed it. Like, they had, like, clinched its head into place so it couldn't get away, but it was, like, struggling so much, and it was clearly in a lot of pain, and by time it was over, it passed out, and that cow got turned into steak. And then someone consumed it. Many, many people consumed it. So it's like... Loki Abu, hello! There's science behind it, really? The bull passed out from the stress that the factory workers waited to wake him up before they continued. Really? That's what I'm saying, Alex. That's what I'm saying. But the reason that they I'm assuming the reason they didn't, like, kill it first before removing the horns is because I guess, like, you have to wait for it to be a certain age, I guess, before you kill it. So, like, all the time that you, like, spend raising it, you don't want it to, like, hit you with its horns. I guess the horns are, like, a hazard. I don't even know. But my point is, one of my goals in life is to one day have my own cows and get my own meat from them, and I treat them really, really, really well before they die, but I worry that, like, that would just actually make me go vegan. I don't think anything would be able to make me go vegan. Like, nothing. I had a baby goat, like a pet goat, that was, like, I felt genuinely maternal. I think she was my first child. Like, that was actually my first child. Like, I love this goat as much as I loved my pet dog and cat. Like, this was, like, my baby. And I raised her from birth. And even through all of that, I would still eat goat. Goat was, like, I would still eat goat. It made me sad, but I would still do it. I watch videos of people torturing and killing cows. My dream is to own cows myself for their meat. My dream is to do it myself. I'm kidding. But I'm a meat lover, yes. I love steak. I don't like chicken at all, by the way. I just want to put that out there. Chicken is disgusting to me. Have you ever owned chickens? Have you seen how they really are? Do you know what they're really like? Those little raptors? I like their eggs. Can't say I like their meat. I hate chicken meat. I love anything else. Deer, elk, lamb. Keep me away from that chicken stuff. I don't really like pork just because I didn't grow up eating it. But, I need to sneeze. I'm going to start with fish, work myself up to bigger ones. Oh wait, Armadillo Rodeo, you said something earlier that I missed. I missed so many people's comments. Wait, let me read the older comments. Now the big question is, did the steak you ate today taste tortured? Honestly, I don't know. It was Costco meat. I don't know where they get their meat from. I would like to think that Costco gets it from a humane source, but I don't know. How do you feel about baby animal meat? I don't feel very different between eating a baby animal and eating an adult animal, because I used to live on a homestead and stuff, and it's like there really isn't, they're still both like animals. If anything, I like feel kind of more sad eating the adult one because it's more sentient. And I really like lamb chops really bad. I love lamb chops. They're one of my favorite food, and they're coming from like little baby goats. And the meat is more tender. And I would say the best time to kill an animal is when it's a baby, because the older ones know more about what's going on, and the older ones are like so much more sentient and they live so much more life, and then you're just thinking, oh, this is my cow that like I have all these memories with, like for years I've raised this cow, versus like the baby goat that's like so adorable and your brain like hates the idea of it, obviously, because it's more adorable than a huge ginormous bull with big ugly balls. But like a little baby goat, even though it's like hard for your brain to like want to kill a cute thing, you're also not thinking, wow, it's lived so much life, I have so many memories. It's just kind of like, you know, new. And this is really like hard to think about, guys. I know this is very hard to think about, but it's like the reality that we live in, because we are omnivores. We eat meat. And at the end of the day, even though we love animals and they're so cute and they're so adorable, yeah, I'll still eat baby animals. Even though that sounds really sad. And I actually prefer baby animals because they're so much more tender. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, eating out when they in a bad mood puts you in a bad mood. Okay. Armadillo rodeo. Oh gosh, was this a comment that I missed? There was something else Armadillo rodeo said that I missed. That's why I only eat chicken and fish. They ain't got no sense. That's true. That's how I feel. I'm like, these guys don't have any sense. But then sometimes you'll own a really sentient chicken, and you're like, oh my god, they do have a soul. What am I doing? Any cheapos in here still not paying sub to stream this amazing content without ads? You guys are always 100% welcome to not sub, guys. Anyone who doesn't sub, I still love you guys, even if you don't sub or donate, because thanks to the people who do donate and gift subs, you might even get a gifted sub, so you don't even got to. Thanks to those people, we running. You guys do whatever you want. You guys can freeload as much as you want. That's the beauty of Twitch. Yay! You know that the ancient Romans used to use free entertainment to control the masses? Yes, I'm kidding. But it's true. But no, you should really enjoy. Do not feel guilty if you're in here chatting it up or watching and you're not subscribed. Don't even feel guilty. Don't feel guilty, guys. The economy is suffering enough. Don't ever feel bad, guys. The argument for people being vegans because they love animals doesn't hold water, because plants are also sentient. Yeah, I also believe plants are sentient too. I low-key believe that plants have souls a little bit. I low-key believe that. Not to sound like super quirked out, but in all my time, I am like genuinely a tree hugger, guys. You guys don't know that about me, but I am like a quirked up hippie. Sometimes if you put me in the woods, suddenly I'm like sitting silently under a tree for like an hour meditating on life. And I'm like, I love trees so much. I'm actually so embarrassing, guys. If you actually knew the real me, when I was a kid, everyone used to call me a tree hugger, because I was a weird little kid who really liked trees. And then I fell out of one and broke my arm, and my jaw stopped growing because I fell face first and hit my growth plate. The time they ate baby sea turtles on the island had me drooling, not gonna lie. What the... Guys, I was talking about goats, not sea turtles. What the hell are they doing eating sea turtles? Aren't they? Were they like eating the baby sea turtles and drinking out of a paper straw? Is that what they were doing? That sounds like something that would like regularly occur in California. Like a sea turtle restaurant would open up and then all the like Californians would go there. But don't worry, guys. The straws are made of paper to protect the sea turtles that are still with us. It is the way God intended, so we might as well. Now we have food like milkshake and popcorn, and now we are all fat. Ghostoid, this is why I love having you in chat. Think your intuition is actually your spirit guides telling me not to go to Canada. This is the Carmaxlla Files direct quotes. Guys, I don't out of context clip any of what I said. A lot of animals really meant to be eaten in this life. Like, think about the human that lived before us, like before 1500 years ago. Did they have french fries? Of course no. They had animals to eat and fruit and lots of natural foods. And they had better jaws as a result. Fish is the healthiest for you. It doesn't have mercury contamination or radiation contamination. Really? Chicken are horrifyingly immoral. You know what? I'm pinning that. That's exactly correct. They're immoral. I own chicken. They are loud. They're loud. They're cannibals. Unbecoming creatures. You can taste the chicken poop on them. I know, I feel like that. I'm gonna start with... Sorry, okay, I think I got all the way up. Carm ate her pet goat. No, I did not! I was raising her to be a milk goat because she had great genes to milk. The animal kingdom is very gay. They got pride in them. That's true. There's a lot of gay animals. For example, like what I told you guys, the gay goats that I used to my friends used to have. And the transgender cow that my friends also used to have. It's natural. Sardines have almost no mercury. Eat sardines. They are gross though. I've been getting so much sardine content on my feed. I used to eat that so much as a kid, and then I randomly, like, I was obsessed with sardines as a kid, then one day I just had this, like, realization. It was like the egg realization, where it's like you're eating eggs and suddenly it's disgusting to you. And, I just got so disgusted in it. Where's the drag queen now? Oh, drag queen cow. Unfortunately in heaven. Oh my god, I just got, like, a whiff of fish in my nostrils. Ew, I smell like fish right now. You know what, guys? I kind of regret saying that. I'm kidding. I think someone's cooking fish downstairs. Who's gonna tell her? Briscoe! I like both eggs and sardine, and I have no significant other. What? End stream, go shower. First time when I heard they kill baby sheeps for me, I was like, what the? Baby sheeps? It's so sad. It's so sad. Can't trust people who like Dr. Pepper. Ken, would you like to redact that statement before I ban you? They said never meet your heroes. Your prime example. What the hell? What does that even mean? Did I meet you before? What did I do? Who are you? Guys, there's someone that I was like, never meet your heroes. It was this girl. Well, actually, I don't know if this person is trans or if they're a drag queen. Because guys can be drag queens. Like, they'll dress up and drag. I'll call her a her just in case. But it was like this girl who did like characters and stuff, and I genuinely loved her content so much. I was such a fan of her for years. I've been a fan of this person since 2019. Every time they come up on my feed, and they're a meme. They're a well-known meme, especially a reaction meme. Such a fan of her. And then I met her in real life, and I didn't fangirl over anybody in LA except for this one person. I ran up to her and I was like, oh my god, I actually love your content so much. I don't can I get you are so funny. Please never stop doing what you're doing. And I was like, please, can I get a picture? Oh no, I didn't even say, can I get a picture with you? I was just telling her this. And then my friend came up, who's a cameraman, who's gonna take a picture. And I don't know the exact order of events, but she was like, not him. And I was like, wait, what? I was like, you want to take a picture? And she's like, yeah, I'll take a picture with you. Let's take a picture. Not him, though. And I was like, what? And my friend was like, what? What did I do? And she was like, I don't want him in the picture. You step away. And me and my friend looked at each other and were like, what? And I was like, I was like, I couldn't tell if it was a bit she was doing, because she has so many bits going on in her videos, and I couldn't tell if it was a bit. And she's like, I don't want him anywhere near the picture. And I was like, what could this possibly be? Why does she not like my friend? And then so I got out the camera, and we were about to take a picture, and she's like, no. I don't want to take the picture in front of this light. I want to take it in front of this light. And got into a light where it was coming up from the ground into our face. So it was such a bad angle, and it made me look so bad. And she's like, I want to be in front of this light. And it was the weirdest thing. And she's like, yeah, that's the light you're going to be in. And I was just like, okay. And I the entire time, the reason I went along with it so much was I thought she was doing a bit, because it all happened so fast and I was really drunk. I was drinking that sunset drink. What is it called? Where it's sunset. It's a tequila sunset or something. Anyways, she was and then I saw her again, and I followed her, and she followed me back. And as soon as I left LA, she unfollowed me. And I was like, Tequila Sunrise, I think. Yeah. That night they had a bartender at their house, and I went to the bartender and I was like, I don't really know anything about alcohol. But I like the flavor of orange and stuff. I like orange juice a lot. And he's like, oh, I have the perfect thing. An average Los Angeles resident? Yeah. And it's weird because people who are funny on the internet are usually funny and silly. They're usually the best to hang out with in real life, because to be funny and silly, you have to be a humble person, because you've humbled yourself. You've humbled yourself because now you're a clown on the internet. You're being me, for example. For me, I'm a spectacle for the masses. I'm a spectacle for the masses. And therefore, I cannot go out in public and be a bitch, because I gotta humble myself. I can't be out here. If I'm a makeup lady, a looks maxing, oh, I just put on makeup for video. I can be a narcissist. I could be mean, because it's what do you think I do? You know what I do? I get paid $10,000 a video to promote a makeup brand, and I get invited to events with Rihanna and Kylie Jenner, and I get to meet all of these people, and I nothing. I could kill a puppy for a video, and people would still support me. So, oh my god, please don't clip that! I just realized. Wait, do not clip that. I was cool. I was doing an impression, guys. That was an impression. Guys, I was an impression. Do not you dare clip that. But Like, I feel like other people could get away with a lot. Actors. I'm going to go through the list of people who are normally, in general, not the most pleasant people. Number 1, actors. Number 2, musicians. Number 3, makeup gurus. Number 4, I've never met these, but I just assume probably looks maxing people. All of those people, I've heard models, like, but it's like, I give models a pass because, like, they probably have no nutrients going to their brain. Do you kill puppy often, you psychopath? Oh, that was me doing an impression of a makeup guru, guys. I was not meant to, no. So you want James Charles fan? Guys. I guess I was kind of doing an impression of, like, you know, James Charles. James Charles, like, he still had fans, and he still had a following, and he's still making money, and still, like, having brands support him, and had his own makeup line, and people were buying it, even though he was, like, talking to minors, guys. So, in that way, but guys, if you're, like, a silly person on the internet like myself, like, in the clown category, like me, if you're in the clown category, you're kind of, like, basing your persona on likability. Like, people actually need to like me. So I can't go out and stomp on puppies. I cannot kill puppies for videos, guys. This is a joke, by the way. The puppy analogy. Okay, maybe that was harsh. Maybe that was a stretch. But you guys get the idea. Lawrence said Ellie died of natural causes, right? Oh my god. Oh. Shane Dawson was canceled harder than James Charles. I think that's a perfect example, because I would say Shane Dawson goes more into the, like, you need to humble yourself, like, comedian, clown category. Like, I would say overall, Shane Dawson was, like, the clown category, like myself. James Charles, not so much. It's, like, beauty people. And you make more money doing what James Charles does. You make a lot more money if your audience is, number 1, women. If you make so much more money if your audience is more women than men. Number 2, you make a lot more money if, like, you're makeup based, because makeup brands will pay you insane amounts of money just to promote their products. And you go to all these events and whatever, and you also, it's a perfect pipeline to making your own, like, perfect product, which is, like, a makeup product. It's, like, a great, like, it's very lucrative. So it's like, you don't necessarily need to be liked to be successful if you're James Charles, but you, like, Shane Dawson, his appeal was based in likability, like, people liked him. I myself, growing up when I was a kid, I watched a lot of Shane Dawson, but I started watching him, like, after this, like, I started watching him more in, like, the 2019, 2018 era. 2017, 2018, 2019. No, it hadn't been before that. It's probably, like, starting in 2016. I think that's when I started watching Shane Dawson. But the point is, I never met a dude with a big female fan base. Like, I know Curtis Connor is a huge into lesbians, but that's it. I think a lot of, like, I mean, if you're gay, like, if you are, like, James Charles and you do makeup, then you'll have a big female fan base. Slide the fuck out of that water. Look, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know anyone you're mentioning at all. I know you said you're gonna kill a puppy and get away with it. Hey! Briscoe, no! No! I'm so happy you do not kill a puppy. I do not think I could support your career if that was the case, guys. that was out of context. Oh, are you a fan of Luca Rock on the Netflix series Don't Fuck with Cats? I don't know who that is. I've never heard of that show. Vanilla Mace also got a huge female fandom now. I think that's about it. I love Vanilla Mace. Yeah, she's set. She's set. Emma is here! OMG, I just coincidentally cracked my neck as well. Oh my gosh, we're, like, synced up our necks. What's next? Our periods? What's funny to me is Shane Dawson's case was not confirmed. Haha. But James Charles was. Yeah. Do you want to be like Quinn Blackwell or Alex Kasani? Oh my god. I like Alex Kasani, but I think that if I had like a person I wanted to be more like, it would be Quinn. I love Quinn. I love her so much. I love Quinn. I love Quinn, guys. I love Quinn so much. I'm not parasocial at all. But if I ever marry her, don't be surprised. I love her. Oh yeah, but that girl, it was like, I didn't understand because like the reason I like thought she would be like so chill was, number one, I knew all of her friends. Like I was like nearly part of her friend group. Like I was like in her friend group. And all of her friends were like the sweetest, like cutest little dolls. I loved all of them. And then I meet that person who I like actually knew, and I was like genuinely a fan of them, and she was such a bitch. And she has like a movie now that's coming out, and I'm like, I wish I could enjoy this movie. It looks so funny. And I thought that she would not be that way because she's like so silly. But now I wonder how much of like her character was actually a bit, or was she just playing herself? How much for the rest of the show to be in a seal costume? If we reach this dono goal, I will stream the next 30 minutes of my stream in the seal costume. Don't mind my mom sneezing. What's in the water that influencers drink that makes them act like dog shit version of Regina George? I think it is the entitlement that comes with like, okay, hear me out. I didn't become like that version. I didn't become Regina George, but I could see how someone could. Because when I went to LA, the type of treatment that I received, guys, the type of treatment I received, not because I had any accolades, not because I had a degree, not because I did anything, you know, super honorable, but because I had the followers that I have, like not even over 1 million. I mean, I guess across platforms, but like, because I have followers, I got like the red carpet rolled out as you walk in the door treatment. I couldn't believe how the amount of, not only like it gets to you. And I experienced that for a month. And I had a little bit of like entitlement pop up into my head after that. I was like, I'm not going to let myself become a douchebag because of this. But I completely see how it could happen. My first experience with this treatment was, I was like, okay, I'm going to my first pop-up event. I pull up to the pop-up event. The Uber stops. Mind you, none of these people, like, I've never met any of these people before. They open the Uber door for me. There's a literal red carpet, by the way. Like, security, who's, like, in these, like, vests, open the door for me. I step out, and they're like, can we see your invite? I show the invite. A server walks outside to serve me, like, weird finger food that I've never seen before, but it was so delicious. A person, like, comes out, and, like, they're all like, here, can I serve you food? Like, are you comfortable? Would you like a drink? We have free drinks. And they, like, roll it all out for me, and they're, like, treating me so well, like, kissing my ass. And I was like, what? And I was like almost like dying laughing. I was like, what is going on? Like, as I'm walking into this like building, I'm like, like, actually, what is happening? I don't even know the people running this event. I was just like invited. So I was delirious. I was like, what's happening? This is the type of treatment that royalty gets. I was like, what's going on? And then I go in, and there's like all these servers, and there's this like tons and tons of free alcohol, and they're making like mixed drinks for me for free, and everyone was like so nice to me, and they gave me free stuff, and And, like, I was like, what's happening? What's happening? And I was so anxious because I was alone. Like, I went there alone, and then later on, I mean, they weren't my friends at the time, now they're my friends. But, my reinforcements, my social reinforcements showed up. And I'm just like, what is going on? Like, I was there for an hour before they showed up, and I'm just, like, being served martini after martini, finger food after finger food, and I'm just like, this is so nice, I'm in an establishment. And they're, like, giving me, and when they gave me, like, free clothes, I thought they were giving me, like, a hat. No, they gave me this bag. Hold on, let me show you the bag. This was the bag. It was this bag. It's so cute. It's so cute. My backpack just broke. I think I'll be using this in the future. Even though, like, I don't want to, like, destroy it. It's so cute. And this is, like, the memory of my first ever pop-up event. And inside of it, there was a hat. Wait. Ah! Okay, something fell. There was this hat, and I got this, these pants, the Miss Me pants, and this top. And these are, like, high quality, and I was like, oh my god, I got an entire, like, set. I'm like, what did I do to deserve this? Why are they treating me so well? And that was, like, my first event, and I was, like, delirious the entire time. I'm like, what? I didn't do any, like, actually nothing. I didn't, like, donate $10,000 to, like, a charity. I didn't, like, save orphans or something. Like, well, I don't have, like, a degree. Well, I have it. I do. Not to toot my own horn, but, I do have somewhat of an associate's degree from a community college, but summa cum laude, not to brag. Summa cum laude at a community college. Big mouth, big nose, big ears, big eyes. I'm just saying, you might be the perfect clown. Well, actually, yeah. So sometimes you guys say stuff that I want to be mad at, but I can't really refute. Why are you so fragile? I don't know. You can fit the whole bag like your free Uber bag carry. Yeah. What's the best thing to stuff in an olive? Feta, garlic, jalapeno. Oh, I mean, I guess you want, like, one thing. Gets a taste of high-end luxury life, immediately understands corruption. Exactly! That's exactly what happened to me. And Carmaxlla, after 4 years, I've been diagnosed with BPD. Really? Oh my god, that must be, like, huge to finally, like, understand. A few of my best friends have BPD, and I love them. I love them. I wouldn't want to date them, but I love them. I feel bad for their exes, but I love them to death as a friend. My best friend has BPD. Like, I have a couple friends, too, who will be, like, with BPD, like, diagnosed, who will be, like, we have the, I don't know if I have a ghost in my room or not. We have, like, the best friendship, and then they'll get into a relationship, disappear for, like, 3 weeks, and I'll see them, like, posting with their boyfriend, like, manically, and then they'll come back and be friends with me, and I don't even, like, fault them for it. I'm like, I get it, girl. Dude, that must be, so, like, relieving to finally understand about yourself. Now you can treat the issue better and come up with good coping mechanisms. Someone held the door open for me and the waiter gave me food. I was like royalty. You really did grow up in the mountains. I mean, also, like, I remember once I like stumbled upon some, like, rich friends once when I was, it doesn't matter, but I stumbled upon some, like, one, like, new money rich, like, they had, like, started a business that was just, like, incredibly successful, And they, like, we went to Balenciaga, and I'm, like, in the Balenciaga store, and I'm, like, sitting there, and the waiter, like, there's a waiter in the Balenciaga store, or something. This, like, guy in a suit comes up, and he's like, can I interest you in, champagne or coffee? And I was like, no, thank you. I don't want to, like, cause a problem. I don't know. No, do not serve me, guys. No. I will not take any of those free accommodations while I wait for my friends to pick out their $7,000 outfit for tonight's dinner. And then my friend, he was like the husband was like, hey, no, you need to, one thing I've learned about having money is you need to experience. Rich people experience things. Order something. And I did, and it was like a free coffee, like, because you just get a free coffee from just being in there. And the coffee was like the fanciest coffee I've ever witnessed. It was like a heavy cup, and it had a gold spoon. And the coffee was like, it tasted luxurious. I don't know where. Yeah, it was they got a $7,000 outfit that day for dinner. Anyways. It's exhausting, but it feels nice to get proper treatment. It's very, like, it's bittersweet, because on one hand you have BPD, on the other hand you now know that you have it. And you can, because when you don't know if you have it or not, you know something's wrong, but you don't know what it is. I'm very fascinated by the psychology of BPD, because I have friends that I really love who have it, so I've delved into the topic quite a bit. I would consider myself somewhat knowledgeable on the topic. No, I don't have an LF, but I have a passes. But it's not anything like, it's not like that. It's more like, I just yap more about things that I can't yap about anywhere else, like this guy. Bipolar disorder? BPD? BPD. I think it's borderline personality disorder. Right? Is that borderline? Yeah, oh yeah, Emma said it. Okay, yeah. Best disorder. Did you see what Blip said, Emma? Did you see what Blip said? Anyways. Stumbled into the Illuminati spirit cooking. Anyone else disappointed? She opened the closet door with a bag and out a seal costume. Sad ort noises. Ort. No! But yeah, so that was like my first experience of luxurious treatment, and then it turned into like, then it just kept happening. Like every party I went to, it was like, and not only like was it every party that I went to, people were treating me really well. It was like, there was like people that I was fans of being like, oh my god, I love your content. And I'm like, you know who I am? Like the person that like I like to watch in my leisurely time knows who I am. It gets in your head. It gets in your head. And then you see people who are like elites that you think of are like, oh yeah, they're royalty. Like you think that they're not even real person because they're so like famous and stuff. You think they're so like out of your league, and then you're at a party with them, and suddenly you feel like they're peer. And you're like, yeah, like I live in my parents' house and they live in like a mega mansion. But like suddenly like I'm kind of like their peer basically. Because we're in the same place. We're sitting at the same table. We're in the same picture. We're chatting. And it gets in your head. It gets in your head, you know? And I'm like, good thing I didn't live here my whole life, y'all. Good thing. I would have turned into a bitch. I would have turned into a terrible person if I lived here my whole life. Like, geez, like, this is great. Like this really gets to your head. It really does. And it got to the point, I mean, I think the time it did get to my head, I kind of let it get to my head in some ways, because it's like, you know, I'll let it get to my head a little bit. Like, there was, like, one like, pop-up event for this fucking app. This app. I told you guys the app story. Like, I showed up to the event, And you know, this is ego boosting, because you know who invited me? The person who invited me is like friends with the owner, the person running the party. And I get there, and the lady doesn't know who I am. She doesn't. She must not know who I was like, Drake, you don't know who I am. I make TikToks about my worms and my sleeping pictures. You don't know who I am. She didn't know who I was. And she's like, do you want, so to get into this party, like, even though you're literally fucking invited and you have the fucking partial, like, reservation, you need to download the app first and make a profile. I'm like, make a profile on a dating app? Do you know who I am? Do you know, I will get doxxed within the hour if I make a profile on a dating app. Are you Anyways, I didn't say this. I was being nice. She's like, you're gonna have to make a dating app. Like, or like, you're gonna have to make a profile on our dating app, and like, you have to make a profile to get in. So they had me like standing outside for like 30 minutes. And then I was like, you know what? They must not know who I am. It got to my head for like a minute there, and I walked over to the front door. I cut the line to the front door, and I stood in front of the front door, and I was like, I need to be let in. And then they were like, ma'am, you need to go to the back. And just then, when they said that, then the person who was running the party came out, and my two friends and the person running the party were like, let her in! And then the security guard grabbed me and pulled me in. And I was like, yeah, I guess I am. I guess you didn't know who I was. That was my douchiest moment, guys. It really got to I was like, I turned into like demon Carmaxlla. Like, I was like, yeah, you better let me in. And then, of course, once I got in, I was quickly humbled, because it was a model event. A modeling it, because it's like a dating app. So all the people that they like use for like the advertising of this dating app are like the actual hottest people on the planet, and everyone was hot. And I was like, I was actually like the ugliest person there. Truly. The cast of Love Island was there. And I was like, oh. And this one model like elbowed me in the face by accident. And I apologized to them, and they're like, they looked at me like I ran into their elbow, as if they didn't like do that by accident. They like reached up and like bumped me in the face, and I was like, ah! And I was like, I'm sorry that my face like planted itself into your elbow. Please forgive me. I hope I didn't harm a hair on your beautiful elbow. Your elbow single-handedly mogs my entire face and body. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. But then they served me caviar, and then I felt like a bitch again, a douchebag again. Do you know who I am? I almost cracked your favorite rapper. We don't even talk about that. The amount of rappers I almost cracked. Keyword almost. I probably didn't need to say that. What did you think of caviar? Caviar was like the best thing ever. I fully enjoyed that. And there were like models giving me like dirty looks like that. And I didn't even, I was like, I'm so sorry that my ugly, fugly, chugly face has come into your field of vision. I apologize. Please forgive me. You are too beautiful. Please forgive me. I didn't mean to obscure your field of view with my hideousness. That's how it felt at this party. Caviar is just out of the text. Is this even a real story? Well, I wasn't actually apologizing to them. That part is exaggerating, but yes, this is a real story. You remind me of Anne Hathaway from The Devil Wears Prada specifically, in the Corellian Blue scene. Oh my god! Such a compliment. Are you speaking about this one? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna show you a freaking black screen. Okay. This is such a compliment. I don't know. I wonder why I get compared to Anne Hathaway, because I feel like we don't look alike, and then I'm like, wait, we do. I think it's our big giant beady eyes. Even though they're different colors, they're still round and huge. I just hope I age like her. She's a Scorpio too, like myself. You know what? Her mouth kind of maybe looks a little bit like mine sometimes. Huh. Grabbed her by the scruff of the neck like a cat. You blinked in every single picture. You know, a lot of pictures were taken at these events. There's a reason I never posted them. I look like a crab crawled out of the water at the beach to take pictures beside Madison Beer. That's what it felt like this entire month that I was in LA. I have my two little eyes on the top of my head, and I'm like, yes, I feel hey guys, I want to get in a picture. That's the animal that I felt like I look like. The influencer era took over you. It really does get to you. And there's actually another girl. There's another girl who's like, I also met, that I loved her content, and she's like she's like me. She's so silly. And I met her and she wasn't so silly. I like bumped into her and I was like, oh my god, hi. And she went like this. And walked away. Mind you, I'm friends with all her friends. So, there were some people that it was like, never meet your idols. Oh, another girl. Oh my god, there was another girl that I actually love her content. And I met her and it did not go over well for me. Oh my god, it's me again. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you so much. Oh my god. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the 5 gifted. It's me again. It's me. Wait. I want to make this cooler. I want to go with the heart. It's me again. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. It's with a Z. Oh my god. Oh my god. I seem to have missed that. It's me again. Thank you so much. Thank you. Sorry I spelled your name wrong. You are my girl crush, by the way. P Problem Sisters. The solidarity. The vibes. Everything that we have between us. Dude, that means so much to me. It means so much that I also met someone who just got diagnosed with painful bladder syndrome. We are not alone in this battle, Emma. Don't worry, Car, my OCD will save you. Thank you so much, Guabs, for pointing that out. I think you look a little like Michael Jackson. You outmog the other models, the dirty looks for jealousy. Oh yeah, that's what I prefer. That's how I like to see it. Yeah, me personally, that's how I view it. Oh, I just counted 13 more. We're not getting sealed tonight, I'm afraid. No seal tonight. It's okay, guys. The seal will come soon. Oh, I wanted to say, I think I'm going to be opening up painting commissions, and I'm always asked by you guys about paint commissions. I think I'm going to be opening them up soon. So, and probably like this, as of this month, this coming month, I will most likely be opening them up. I'm thinking about doing a couple big paintings. Like on a big canvas, because you guys know that I love the murals. Can you show painting examples? Painting samples? Well, I should probably go into my pictures right now. I sell all of my paintings, basically, so I don't have any except for this one. Ah! I almost dropped it. Oh! Excuse you. This one I did for Joseph in the chat. So if anybody wants Carmel and Jolo, I think you guys know how I said I was in debt. Well, I think I'm gonna pay it off through paint commissions. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. I think that will be my goal. Holy, what the Hallie? Welcome to chat, Mystique Mage. Welcome to chat, Mr. Surfer. Here, you guys can see it again. I will admit, this one, I'm not sure how I like the light source. I'm not sure that this is not the best example of my light sourcing. But, it's like my favorite painting I ever did. Mostly because I like angels. Like, I actually like the concept of angels and like angel art. Squabishaw also had a really fun idea for paint streams, like for paintings. So like, I'm almost considering, wait, I'll tell you guys the idea once I actually begin it, because you guys, if I have an idea and I am so excited and I tell people about it before I actually do it, then I won't actually do it. So Squabishaw actually has a really fun idea for paintings. When I die, you can sell my paintings for millions of dollars. Yes, because I will be worth so much. I love the tease. This stream, guys, it was supposed to be me unboxing my merch for you guys. I don't know where that is. I think it's late. It's not come yet. It's a secret for now. Squabishaw. Me and Squabishaw are plotting. We're plotting. But yeah, I was supposed to open up my merch today on the stream and show you guys, but unfortunately, it did not get here. Not so happy about that. The socks, guys! I need to find a manufacturer about that. The painting is still probably wet weeks later. Yeah. I mean, okay, there is a way to do quick drying oil paint. It's where you use a type of linseed oil that's quick drying. That's not preferred for me, because the reason I like oil paints is because it dries so slow, so then you can touch it up and edit it for forever. Well, for like a week. Why are you selling her paintings? I have permission. Guys, you have my permission to sell my paintings. I mean, I will be mad if I sell a painting for like $500 and then someone sells it for $10,000. I will be mad, but maybe that is more of a problem on my part. Maybe I didn't worth myself very well in the beginning, but at the same time, you know, that's part of the appeal. It's like, you guys can resell my paintings. Just don't say it was by you. Just please give me credit or something. Like, please. Please. You could build a whole deck of cards with your art. Sell them on Etsy. Guys, would you actually buy that? I mean, that would be super time consuming, but like, I would actually have fun doing that. It's capitalism, guys. I'm money. I'm car money. This year, guys. I'm car money. But good thing you guys can still watch my content for free. At least I haven't put a subscribers only chat for now. I'm kidding. I would never do that. Paint your own version of poker cards. Are you doing better with your mites? I am doing better. Although, like, my whole body started itching last night, and I don't know if that's just because I have really dry skin, because I showered for, like, an hour yesterday in hot scalding water and got out and didn't put any lotion on. And I was, like, itching so much, not really realizing it. And I'm quite certain I was just kind of like itching everywhere. I was like, it's just dry skin from not putting lotion on, because I normally always put lotion on. And Jasmine kept like giving me the side. She's like, Carmaxlla, I'm gonna sit away from you. Do you have did the scabies come back? Are you not telling me something? And I was like, no, I swear, this is just dry skin. And like, we were sitting next to she fell asleep next to me. And then she had been asleep for like 30 minutes and I started itching my leg, and she literally was like this. In her sleep, and I started bursting out laughing. How did she wake up from her like sleep and go straight to giving me a side eye about my itching? Yeah, just the dried up dead scabies trying to leave my skin. She was terrified. I'm studying finances so I can be your economic advisor. Please! I need this. Well, it's an investment. Eventually it'll be so famous it will go way up in value. I'm hoping that will happen. I wonder if I could create like a little website where it's like, you guys can order commission for me or buy my art. I wonder if I could like do that. What if someone commissions you furry art? I mean, I would still do it. A commission's a commission. I also low-key love furries. Did you guys hear something weird? I think that the air ducts just made a weird sound. Don't let the sea dog out. I'm a slur. That's good. Hopefully they're gone. Speaking of scabies, have you gotten rid of the jeans? You mean those things on my dresser? If you had 20,000 savings, why not go into stocks? Well, unfortunately, I have not $20,000 in savings. But when I do, I will invest it correctly. Okay. I have some work that I need to do tonight. You can market yourself like this, making t-shirts and sell them huge make. Excuse me. Well, I still have the things that gave you scabies. Well, the scabies are dead. That's already been, the jeans have been washed. Can you do a fake merch unboxing? Oh, yes. Yes. Guys, did you hear that? A knock upon my door. A package has arrived. Oh my gosh. A package, and it has my name on it. Oh, this is exciting. Ooh, I'm really excited to open this. I wonder what it is. I need scissors. Oh! Wow! Is this what I think it is? Oh my god. It's my merch. My merch is here. Oh my god! Oh, guys, it's exactly all I thought it would be. Oh, and it smells so good. I love the smell of freshly manufactured clothes. Don't you love it, guys? It's such a great design. Oh my gosh, okay, I'm so excited to wear it. Oh, wow, guys. It looks so good on me. Wow, the quality's so nice, so comfortable. Wow, wow. It's so good. I love my merch. Yeah. I feel so comfortable in my merch. Oh. Guys, doesn't it look good? Wow, if you want one, you can get it at my website, Carmaxlla.com. Guys, don't you love it on me? I wonder if a porch pirate is wearing a Madagascar hoodie. That's actually really funny. In order to get great respecters, you used to be cringe, now you're just beautiful. Well, I'm still cringe, but it's like, maybe you just don't notice it as much because you're so distracted by my beautiful essence. Wow, guys, this merch is great. Give me your reviews on how you think it looks on me. You've got mail! You've got mail! Okay. My imagination is too limited to imagine all of this. Oh. Well, I tried to give you guys a good enough, like, immersive feeling. Give your shirt bag shots for the good job. Okay. Maybe I'll do that off camera. But, yeah, guys. I love you guys. I will see you guys on Sunday. I will see you guys on Sunday. And I love you guys. I made my merch cheaper. I got a different manufacturer and I made it cheaper. Yeah, I remember when it was like $30, $40 before. Now it's $19.99. And the hoodie, guys, the hoodie, I tried to make it as cheap as I could and still make somewhat of a profit. Hoodies are expensive to manufacture. I didn't know that. But the hoodie is $40. But it's a good quality. I actually own one of these hoodies already. My friend who works with the same manufacturer sent it to me. They're like, oh, if you want, I'll send you some of my merch. I love you. It's the same, it's what, I don't know. Where is that hoodie? Okay, I swear it exists. It exists. It's my Silly Nub Cat. It's my Silly Nub Cat hoodie. It's basically the same hoodie, but he has his design on it, and I have my design. So it's a comfortable hoodie. I wear it all the time. So quality checked. I have already quality checked it, even though I haven't ordered the samples yet. I could see you on SNL. Guys, you glaze me. I love you guys. Okay. I wish you were all my children and I could like wake up to breakfast in bed and hear you guys glaze me. Mommy, you look so good today, Mommy. Mommy, you the most beautiful mommy in the world. Are you nervous about something? No. Currently, no. Nervous that maybe, that maybe my merch will never arrive, maybe? No. Anyways. Ciao, guys. Thank you so much to everyone on the board. Thank you to Blacklight District. Thank you to Unlimited Recording. And thank you to It's Me Again. Thank you guys so much. Are you high? I'm not high. Good night, everyone. Good night, Emma. Congratulations on finally having a diagnosis, even though it's really difficult to deal with. At least you know that you have it now, and now you know how to treat it. Good night, Alex. Good night, Charm. Good night, GXR. Good night, Adapt. Variation. Good night, John Wilson. Original Mind!
Sure. Here, take these with
Original Mind, thank you so much for the bits!
Have a good night.
Thank you so much! See you next stream. Yes, see you guys on Sunday. Good night, Trash Panda. Thank you so much for the bits. That was so nice, Original Mind. Have a great night. Good night. Good night, Karma. I love you, sister. I love you, sister. I love you, Bladder sister. Good night. Time to watch Queso. I love Queso. Good night, Ryan. Good night, Centaurity. Good night, everyone. Have a lovely night. I will see you guys on the stream. Have a good night. Good night, Ryan. Good night, everybody. Have a nice night. La 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 la. La la la. Good night. Sleep tight.